Welcome to the channel, friends. Today, we will learn about 3 car crashes of the 1971s. You will not believe that they were real. The 1971s were a golden age for American cars, but not every model was a masterpiece. Behind the chrome, muscle, and marketing were truly catastrophic cars that should never have left the factory. From mechanical failures to design failures and deadly mistakes, here are 3 car crashes of the 1971s that you will not believe were real. Before watching, support the channel by subscribing and liking. Your support gives us great motivation to move forward. Our goal is to attract more car enthusiasts to the channel. Do not forget to click the bell. Thank you. Number 3. 1971. Mercury Cyclone spoiler, the muscle car that missed the mark. By 1971, American muscle cars were already in trouble. Emissions regulations, rising gas prices, and insurance companies cracking down on high-horsepower machines were changing the game fast. But Mercury, Ford's mid-tier division, wasn't ready to let go. Enter the 1971 Cyclone spoiler, a bold, aggressive name paired with a massive 429 Cobras jet engine, racing stripes, and a look that screamed power. On paper, this car should have been a monster. The 429 V8 could produce up to 370 horsepower, and it was available with Ram air induction. It was the kind of engine drag racers loved. Loud, brutal, and built to dominate the quarter mile. The problem? The Cyclone was too heavy. At over 4,000 pounds, it struggled to translate that raw power into real performance. It could go fast in a straight line, but handling and braking left much to be desired, especially when compared to more balanced competitors like the Pontiac GTO or the Dodge Charger. Then there was the design. The 71 Cyclone had an unusual nose cone and body lines that tried to blend muscle aggression with a NASCAR-inspired shape. To some, it looked mean. To others, it looked awkward and overly ambitious. And despite being named spoiler, it had limited aerodynamic advantages. The styling didn't win over buyers, and neither did the price tag. Mercury only sold a few thousand Cyclone spoilers in 1971. It would be the final year for the Cyclone name altogether. Today, it's a rare sight and a footnote in muscle car history, a reminder of how quickly the golden age of American performance faded. Not because of lack of passion, but because the world changed faster than some automakers could react. The Cyclone spoiler was a muscle car caught in the storm of a collapsing era. Number 2, 1971, Chevrolet El Camino. Half car, half truck. Totally misunderstood. The 1971 Chevrolet El Camino stands as one of the most unconventional vehicles in American automotive history. Part muscle car, part utility truck. It defied easy classification. And that's exactly why it confused as many buyers as it intrigued. Built on the Chevelle platform, the 71 El Camino had the heart of a car and the bed of a pickup. It was available with everything from a modest inline-6 to the beastly 454 cubic inch V8, making it capable of serious performance. Some trims, like the SS 454, were true muscle machines, complete with cowl induction hoods, rally wheels, and enough torque to embarrass a Mustang at a red light. Others were simple workhorses used by tradesmen and ranchers alike. But the El Camino was always fighting an identity crisis. Was it meant to haul lumber or tear up the drag strip? Its strange dual-purpose design didn't resonate with everyone. Some saw it as stylish and rebellious. Others saw it as impractical, a compromise that didn't fully succeed at being either a truck or a car. By 1971, Chevrolet had also begun facing the same headwinds that plagued all muscle-era vehicles: tightening emissions rules, rising insurance rates, and changing consumer tastes. Though the El Camino offered versatility, it didn't fully escape the weight gain, detuned engines, and declining performance that were starting to drag down all of Detroit's heavy hitters. Today, the 1971 El Camino is loved by collectors and fans of oddball classics. It's a symbol of a brief era when automakers were willing to take bold risks, building machines that didn't always make sense on paper, but still managed to leave their mark. Respectfully speaking, the El Camino wasn't just weird, it was brave. Number 1. 1971 AMC Matador. A bold gamble that fell flat, the 1971 AMC Matador was American Motors' answer to the full-size muscle luxury trend sweeping Detroit. Designed to replace the aging Rebel, The Matador was meant to project strength, performance, and modern styling. Unfortunately, it ended up doing the opposite. Let's be fair. The Matador wasn't entirely without merit. AMC gave it a muscular front end, a long wheelbase, and made sure it was available with serious V8 options, including the 401 cubic inch engine. On paper, it looked competitive with the likes of the Chevy Chevelle or Ford Torino. In practice, though, it couldn't quite deliver the same level of refinement, power, or appeal. Design-wise, the Matador was polarizing. The nose looked awkwardly long, the rear was stubby, and the proportions didn't quite click. AMC was trying to be bold, but critics called it blocky and uninspired. It had presence, sure, but not always the kind you wanted in a driveway. Performance-wise, it had muscle, but the execution was lacking. AMC's limited budget meant handling, interior quality, and long-term durability didn't match the bigger players. Despite aggressive advertising campaigns, including NASCAR success, the Matador never caught on with the public. Even the name Matador was a strange choice. Meant to conjure images of power and elegance, it instead became a target for ridicule, a car trying to be tough, but often mocked for its styling and sluggish sales. In hindsight, the 1971 Matador represents AMC's ambition, a company punching above its weight, trying to keep up with the big three. It wasn't a terrible car, but it wasn't what buyers were looking for. Today, it's mostly remembered by collectors and oddball enthusiasts as one of those what could have been moments in American car history.